Hi Aries, welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what is going on between you and your person for the month of August. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with a believe in your own magic oracle deck to see what the overall theme is for the reading. Okay, your person don't want to talk, baby. They don't want to talk. Okay, so you got two cards that fell. We're going to look at both of them. The first one says confidence. It says it comes with time and practice. Okay, that's number 23. You can see the number here. Then we've got universe. It says we're all just stardust. Okay, so let me do 23. This is just going to be a couple of short messages. So confidence, it comes with time and practice. It seems like everywhere around you, people are chattering about how confident they are and just how freeing it feels. You wish you could relate to them, but you haven't gotten there yet. Listen, it's all right. Confidence is not an instant or an overnight evolution. Just like with everything else, it takes time, practice, and a lot of unlearning of toxicity. Okay? Let me just say this. With confidence comes and builds with the more you love yourself. Okay, like for instance, this is just an example of how I built my confidence. Like I love on myself. I tell myself all day long. I've gotten it down to a science to where even when I'm not actively or consciously focusing on my thoughts, I'm telling myself I love myself. So the more and more you practice that, it will help to build your confidence. And then you focusing on things that, you feel passionate about. Okay. Like me, I love to read. I've told y'all that, a lot. I love to read. This is what I was, put here or brought here to do. And so I try to focus on the things that I really enjoy because it does help to build your confidence to know that you're good at something. Okay. The next card we have is the universe. It says we're all just stardust. It's number 31. Okay. It says when we're children, we can barely comprehend the vastness of our own lives, let alone the existence of other planets. It's not long before we learn we aren't just the center of the universe. We are but specks of stardust in one of its many skies. However, we must all still do our part to take care of our own individual worlds, or else it throws everything else off balance. Make sure to keep balance in your life, but don't forget the big picture stuff. Recycle, don't litter, and give thanks. So this card is about balance and about the fact that you are still responsible for your own happiness and what happens in your life. Okay? All right. Okay, let's move to tarot. Okay. So, not liking that card I see there. Okay. So, the overall energy for this month's reading, Aries, is the moon. This is Cancerian energy, also Pisces energy, okay? Because Cancer is ruled by the moon, but the moon is governed by Pisces, okay? So your person may have Pisces placements, or you may have, or you both may have. So with the moon, this is talking about some hidden information. There may be some secrets between the both of you. It could be on your side, your person's side, or both sides, okay? Underneath this, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is about truth. There's something going on, something being hidden that I feel like you're wanting to come out. You're wanting it to come out. You're ready for the secrets to unfold and for you to find out what's going on. Okay, underneath this, we have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could represent your person, okay, or could just represent what the both of you are wanting in a relationship, which is stability, commitment, groundedness. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the moon. Let me get these cards. Okay. The moon, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay. So the card that fell is the Six of Coins, but it's reversed. So this is talking about feeling undervalued, being in a one-sided connection, conditional giving, somebody giving you something only to get what it is that they want. Subservience. It can speak of, some type of dependence. It could be a codependent relationship, and then greed. Okay. So this connection, I feel like, is very perplexing for you, Aries, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff going on underneath the surface that you aren't privy to, okay? Then we've got the karma card on your side, and it's talking about paying off karmic debts owed from past life and the present life. So because you and this person aren't balanced, this is a cycle of karma that you're going through. And so when you get to the end of this cycle and you close it out, Spirit is telling you to move forward with your life and not focus on this situation with this person, because see, look at there. See this? People always say this is, but it's the truth. You can't make it up. The same card came out of both decks. Okay, these are two different decks that I'm pulling from, and the same card came out. So both of you are dealing with karma. This is a karmic cycle going on between the both of you because you're not balanced. Because in a twin flame connection, both sides, both parties have to be balanced for the two of you to come together and have a healthy interdependent relationship. Until the healing goes on and whatever's happened between the two of you is resolved, you know, it's going to be a karmic cycle every time y'all entertain each other. Okay. All right. So the card we have for you is the Five of Wands. So I feel like you're not having it, Aries. You know, you're tired of the BS. There may be, you and this person may be butting heads. You know, I feel like you experience inner conflict within yourself because it's a situation where, you know, this person is not being honest. They're not telling you everything. And I feel like your intuition is screaming at you that this person, you need to, you know, you need to not, to tread carefully, tread lightly, and not trust them. Okay, let's clarify. Five of Wands. Yeah, see, give me 1 second. Five of Wands, please. Okay, so yeah, we've got on your side the hopeless card. You feel hopeless about this connection. Okay, I feel like you may have tried to fight for it, but you know, things keep going wrong. But this is a lesson. Okay, it's a karmic lesson. All right, this is talking about valuable soul lessons needed to make yourself whole again. So there's something to be learned by you in this connection and some things to be learned by your person as well. Okay, and then the other card that fell was the Three of Cups. Okay, it says time to celebrate. So you may be, you know, in a situation where something good is going on in your life and you may be in a position to celebrate. For others of you, this could talk about, you know, some type of third party. There could be somebody else that is in the picture on your side, but it can also speak of reunion, like you wanting to reunite with this person. Okay, I feel like that's what all of this effort you've been putting into this connection, that's what it's about. You wanting to come back together with this person and start over. Okay. All right. When it comes to your person, we've got the Nine of Wands. So your person showing up as the wounded warrior. Okay. This is talking about, you know, your person, they've got a lot of issues. Okay. A lot of things that have happened to them in their life that they have to deal with. Okay. And I feel like because of this, they're very defensive. Okay. This can also speak of, you know, the need for them to persist to work through these things so that they can, you know, be in an energy where they can be receptive to a relationship. Okay. Let's clarify. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Okay. So, yeah. The soulmate card is showing up. So for some of you, this could be a soulmate, but this could be them in a, remember I told you this Three of Cups card for some of you is talking about third party. So it could be that you know that this person is in another connection with somebody else. Let me clarify this card. Give me 1 second. Soulmate, please, Spirit. Yeah. See what's coming up? Let me show you what fell. Stabbed in the back. Okay. So yeah, this person is in something with somebody else. That's why this soulmate card is showing up. Excuse me. We've also got the Ace of Wands showing up, but it's reversed. And it's talking about needing an outlet, like this person lacking direction. Okay. Just, you know, not in a place, even though they're in something with somebody else. For a lot of you, they're not relationship material at this time. Okay. So whoever this is, that's going through whatever they're going through with this person, stabbed in the back. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at is the energy between the both of you. So the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For me, this is Scorpio. Okay, but the other water signs could apply. With the Queen of Cups, this is about, like, opening yourself up to your true feelings and like really being present and being conscious about how you feel on both sides of the connection, because this is coming up as the energy that both of you are exuding in this connection. Okay. Let me clarify. Queen of Cups, please. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay. There is an there may end up being an opportunity for one or the both of you to take a leap of faith, but I feel like you both want to. But this card fell like this. So when it falls like this, I feel like you both want to take a leap of faith, but somebody's intentions are not, they're not coming across the way that they should in order for it to be a healthy connection. Okay, this because when it's like this, it can talk about somebody holding back, somebody being really reckless, really restless, and really foolish. And so this person wants to be with you, but they in something with somebody else. Okay, all right. Then we've got for you the Voice card. This is about you courageously speaking your truth. Okay, so if this person comes towards you, which I feel like may happen, okay, with the Fool like this. This is about, Spirit is telling you, you need to unload on this person and let them know exactly how you feel and how their actions made you feel, okay? Because even if you don't want to be with them, you still need to do that for yourself, okay? Because this is about you, like, setting boundaries, putting your foot down and letting this person know what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with, okay? Then for your person, we've got balance. So this is about them feeling harmonious within due to both masculine and feminine energies being balanced. So this person knows that coming back into a connection with you would lead to balance for them. Okay. And they know that in order for them to come back into this connection, they have to be focused on the balance and not whatever the hell is going on with them and this other person. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at is the challenge for this month. Okay. And so it's the Tower. Okay. Scorpio energy again. So somebody's got Scorpio placements because it's the second Scorpio card that's showing up for me. There is going to be some type of Tower moment. So like I said, one or the both of you are going to, I feel like your person is probably going to try to come towards you, because even though this is soulmate energy here with this soulmate card, I don't feel like the grass was greener on their side when they got into this connection with this other person. So I feel like they're going to try to come back towards you to resolve things. And the reason why this Tower is coming up, because it's going to cause a change. And like I said, you've got to step up and find your voice, because you got to look at the energy that this person is in when they step back into this connection. Because if they dealing with other people and stuff like that, you don't deserve no shit like that, Aries. Come on now. You don't deserve that. You know that, because you know I'm going to keep it damn real. Because like I said, it doesn't matter what anybody says. You got to look at what the fuck they doing. All right. And if they ain't doing, look here. Look at this card. This is the Two of Swords reversed. So it's like your person's made their decision, right? They're making a decision. But look, it says attention, red flag, stop, don't cross. Consider your options, decisions. Okay. So this is a situation where this person, I feel like, is just going to make a decision off the cuff one day, and you're going to hear from them, and they're going to be trying to get you to come back because they made this decision, or they want to see if the door is still open for them. But like I said, you got to look at how they're coming in, look at the stories that they're telling you, because your intuition, and follow your intuition, because your intuition is going to tell you whether or not this person is, full of shit or not. But Spirit is telling you now that there are red flags, and you know that there are. Okay. So yeah, see the Independent card. This is about this person learning how to stand on their own 2 feet, just like you. Okay. And then Spirit is also telling you to recognize yourself for all the hard work that you've done in this season of being in this connection with this person, on and off. So when it comes to your actions this month, we've got the Emperor card. Okay. This is Aries energy. I feel like this is just talking about you becoming more disciplined, okay? Because you are finding your voice. You're becoming more disciplined about the situation and realizing, you know, setting your boundaries and realizing what you're going to put up with and what you're no longer going to put up with this Emperor card, or, you know, what you're going to put up with in this connection. See, because look, there's soulmate on this side too, okay? And then we've got guilt wounds. So this is talking about feeling sorry, using guilt to manipulate, and being afraid to set boundaries. You have to learn how to step up and set boundaries, because in every connection you're in, whether it's a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection, I feel like this is a situation where you got to let people know what they can do and what they can't do, because you teach people how to treat you, Aries, and you know that, okay? All right. So with your person, we've got the Two of Wands. Like I told you, they're at a crossroads. They got to choose between you and somebody else. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. This could talk about y'all being at a physical distance, an emotional distance. All right. They're wanting to date. They're wanting to date you. They've been soul searching, thinking about what happened between the two of you. Y'all could have dated in the past, and this is one of the things that they're thinking about with this, soul searching card. Hold on. Yeah, see, they're trying to manifest another chance with you with the Magician, and they have all the skills, tools, and abilities to do that. But like I said, you got to look at the energy that they're stepping to you in, because if they're not stepping to you in the right energy, Aries, you don't deserve that. Okay, this is you. You're the divine feminine, and you deserve to be treated like this, and no less treatment than this. Okay, all right. Okay, so when it comes to your person's actions, is the next card. We've got, look, Ten of Cups. I told you they're going to try to come back and want to be with you with this Ten of Cups. You make them happy, all right? They want to have a family with you, possibly, if the two of you can have a family, or it could be a situation where you have created a family together and then you broke apart, okay? All right, let's clarify. Yeah, your person's got severe trust issues. They also have massive self-worth issues. And I feel like, they have to deal with these things. They want to be this with you, but this is what they're really sitting in, is the trust issues. They have an intent of it being like this, but this is what's going to come out, okay? Because until they deal with this, it's like history, right? If you don't learn from it, you're doomed to repeat it. It's the same thing with the trust issues. If they don't deal with it, it's just going to keep showing up in relationships until they decide to deal with it. All right, let me get this to the Cup Spirit. Yeah, see, they're afraid. They're afraid to come to you and be open and honest with you, because they feel like you're going to shoot them down. And they have every right to feel like that, because they shouldn't have did what they did, okay? All right, so when it comes to, let's see, hold on one second. Okay, the outcome, we've got the Hangman. Okay, so this is Pisces energy showing up again. So you may have Pisces placements, or your person may have, because like I said, it showed up with the moon as well. With the Hangman, this is about letting go of things that no longer serve you. All right, that's what Spirit is pretty much talking about. Okay, because with the outcome card, we have the Judgment card. So it's Scorpio energy again showing up again. So there's a lot of water on both sides. Even though you may have a fire sign as your star sign, you got some water in there as well, and so does your person. But anyway, with this Hangman, like I said, this is about looking at things from a different perspective and making your decision accordingly. So Spirit is telling you to look at the situation from all angles. Look how this person is showing up when they come, what energy they're showing up in with this card, and make your decision from there. Listen to your intuition. And then, like I said, the outcome card is the Judgment card. Let me clarify. Yeah, see, Spirit is telling you to follow your intuition, follow the guidance of the people, the trusted people around you, and your spiritual team. And your person, this is like willpower. This is about, you know, they're still trying to hold themselves back. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to have this 10 of cups with you, but they're afraid. And so this fear is causing them to hold themselves back. All right. So, like I said, I feel like, you know, this month you may hear from them, but I don't necessarily feel like they're going to be ready to be in a relationship with you. I feel like, you know, it's Mercury retrograde. And when there's Mercury retrograde, people like to spin the block. And I feel like that's what this is. And I feel like Spirit is saying that if this person is not in the proper energy, okay, that you need to move on and focus on yourself. And if you don't feel like you feel like something's off, and I think you do feel like something is off because we've got this hopeless card here, Spirit is telling you to just move on. Okay. Yeah. So we've got self-care. Spirit is saying clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So that's what I feel like is going on with the Hangman. All right. Then we've got trust. It's safe to trust in this situation. I feel like Spirit is saying to trust your intuition and trust what you're being told, where you're being led. And then we've got protected. You're safe and divinely guided. All right. Let's get some messages from your person before I let you go. Okay. So we have, I wish I could share my good news with you. That could be one of the reasons why the person is coming towards you. I couldn't let you get close to me. Like I told you, they're holding themselves back emotionally. And then we've got, I look for you everywhere. I've told you this before. Your person could be frequenting places that they know that you go to and looking for you. Okay. All right. Let me get one more message. Okay, so we've got, don't ever forget that I love you. Okay. Okay. We're going to do something a little different this month. Okay. I'm going to take a look at what is going on between you and your person according to zodiac. Okay. All right. All right, with these. Okay. Aries to Pisces spirit. Okay. Aries. Okay. If you are dealing with an Aries, your person has abandonment issues, okay? And they're trying to step into their divine masculine energy, okay? Taurus. Okay, if you're dealing with a Taurus, you may hear from them in the fall, and you know they're going through their spiritual awakening, okay? Gemini. Okay, if you're dealing with a Gemini, they are releasing the situation and moving off in a different direction. Cancer, you're in separation, but this person is thinking about taking action towards you. Okay. Hold on. Virgo. Okay, the Virgo is watching you, okay, but they're very devoted to you, and we don't but we don't know yet what they're going to do, okay? But all they do is they sit and watch. They haven't there's not any information about them taking action or not, okay? Okay. The Leo wants to return, but they still got to work on their abandonment issues, okay? Okay. The Libra is dealing with a lot of pride and ego, but they want to surrender, but they're not going to be able to surrender until they stop numbing themselves. Okay. Scorpio. Okay, with the Scorpio, they feel inspired by you, but they're going to release this connection. Okay. They're either going to release this connection, or they're trying to release. Hold on, let me clarify that. Or they're trying to release their baggage to come towards you. Yeah. See, there's something going on with them. They got some kind of secrets that they're dealing with. So Sagittarius spirit. Okay. With Sagittarius, you may hear from them in the fall, but they're moving in a new direction. Okay. Capricorn. Okay. With Capricorn, the situation is about to come to an end. This cycle is about to come to an end, and they are focusing on stepping into their divine masculine energy. Aquarius. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're going through some type of change, some type, the spiritual awakening, and I think they may be walking away from this situation right now. Pisces. Yeah, the Pisces is just being okay, is just detaching from what is happening, surrendering to what's happening, and focusing on their money. Okay. All right. I hope this helped, Aries. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Aries.